Update on Hurricane Beryl, which has winds of 80 miles per hour and a pressure of 994 millibars. At 11 AM Eastern Daylight Time on July the 6th, it was at 10.7 degrees north, 46.5 degrees west, situated over the central Atlantic Ocean. The National Hurricane Center in the latest update now think that the storm will reach Category 2 status in the next 24 to 36 hours, before gradually weakening, and now could pose a threat to the Lesser Antilles over the next few days. As you can see, it's a very small system on the models, and only one or two islands would be likely to be affected depending on where the storm actually goes, but then it could also move on towards Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic before dissipating somewhere either in the Caribbean or over land in the middle of next week. Here's where the storm is right now in its tiny wind field. You can see on the graphic here, it's a stage 2 on the CDPS. Tropical storm force winds extend out a maximum of only 30 nautical miles from the center, with hurricane force winds extending out only 10 miles from the center, and in some areas not at all in some directions from the storm center. So let's take a look at the chances of tropical storm conditions over the next few days. You can see the mass that is Beryl moving in from the east, a very small mass that is, of course. As we enter the early part of the coming week, you can see that it will likely move over one of the islands. We don't know which one yet. That model suggesting maybe Guadalupe, but at the moment it could be a spread anywhere from St. Lucia or even Barbados all the way up to Barbuda. We're not entirely sure, but all of these islands should obviously be watching Beryl and its progress, and of course we'll be doing regular updates. Sea surface temperatures in the Lesser Antilles around 27 or 28 degrees Celsius. Currently where the storm is right now, it's a little bit less, but it's going to get more favourable. You'll see on the graphic shortly. This is what all the models are saying right now. You can see amongst all of that there, one or two models saying it will get near to Category 2. So the National Hurricane Center being a little bit bullish in their forecast perhaps. Wind shear seems to be on a little bit of a rise, and it will eventually be the killer for Beryl later on. And you can see the other parameters there. Sea surface temperatures on the way up, relative humidity could be on the way down. Dry air will probably contribute to the death of Beryl as well when it does enter the Caribbean or get close to it. So this is how it is looking right now. How can such a small storm become a hurricane? Well, you're seeing it in evidence on the visual satellite imagery. What is, to remember on these storms is that because it is so small, small storms have the potential, even more than usual, to be more unpredictable and can strengthen quickly and can weaken quickly as well. So we will be watching it very closely. You can quite clearly see the eye with an eye wall, but it is a remarkable storm to be seeing at this time of year and for its characteristics. We'll have more on this as it goes on. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com. You can also find our YouTube page if you're not there already. Force 13 on YouTube, subscribe if you haven't. You can also find our Facebook page under the same name, and we're on Twitter. It's @Force13, our handle, if you'd like to follow us and engage with us there. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron on Patreon, where you can find more information and rewards and benefits from that as well, with a big thanks to Jesper and Sven Bang for their recent contributions on the project. It's looking very good indeed, and we hope to bring more content in the future. You can also find Force 13 on Skype and my personal account, Fool13, at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.